Shalom. I'm the priest Wa from the GMS South Carolina Midlands camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakudash. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call Haloyam La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakahakudash. Secondly, of course, I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, shalom, and I'm going to jump right into it. And it says, you can see it right here in the article. It says, Yemen's Houthis vow strong response after new U.S. strike. So if you, for some of y'all who may not have heard what's going on, just a couple of days ago, you had the U.S. and the U.K. They launched airstrikes upon the so-called Houthis. So pretty much they've just entered into the war that Israel started against, Hamas. Right. So now you got the U.S. and the U.K. Entering into their war. Right. So things are heating up, man. OK, now I'm going to read this article and I'm going to bring out some scriptures because, hey, look, so far 2024 is already coming in as expected. Right. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing how the Lord is moving. And Yahweh Shema Shai is working, man. OK. And this is going to be a heavy year. OK, and we pray that this is the year that things finally get kicked off. Abaratazah, this is the year that we get delivered, man. Lord willing. But at least we hope and pray that, the Lord puts the spirit on Esau to kick this thing into overdrive, man. OK, because ultimately we're ready to get the hell up out of Babylon, man. OK, we're ready to see the end of the reign of terror of this devil, of the red man. OK, Esau Edom. Now jumping into the article. It says Washington, Aden, January the 13th, and this is from Reuters. The Houthi militia threatened a strong and effective response after the United States carried out another strike in Yemen overnight. And guess what? This could lead, because they're already late last year coming into this year now, 2024. They was already putting into the minds of the people of what? So-called cyber hacks, so-called cyber attacks, EMP strikes, so-called terrorist attacks. Okay, so now the stage is being set, man. Now these devils can do a major false flag, which that's coming, right? They can do a major false flag. Now they can blame it on, it was Hamas and the Houthis. They came together and they did a terrorist attack in New York or California, or somewhere. Most likely it'll probably be one of these major cities, but it could be a small town. Who knows? But most likely they want to get a major city because they want to get the mindset of the people. But now the stage is being set, man. Okay. And and it'll be an inside job. But now they can blame it on, these so-called terrorists. Okay. It says the Houthi militia threatened a strong and effective response after the United States carried out another strike in Yemen overnight, further ratcheting up tensions as Washington vowed to protect shipping from attacks by the Iran-aligned movement. The strikes have added to concerns about the escalation of a conflict that has spread through the Middle East since the Palestinian militant group Hamas and Israel went to war, you see. So, as a matter of fact, since it's on my mind, I want to bring this out. Jeremiah Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon. Right? Now, modern day Babylon, okay, because when you go into the word Babylon, it literally means land of confusion, or confused land. So modern day Babylon, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, is America. What place is more confusing than Babylon the Great? This place is so confusing that I forgot the name of the woman. She's a B-dub. She got voted into Supreme Court or something like that. I forgot her name. Pretty much, Edomite woman asked her to define what a woman is, and she couldn't even define what a woman is. How the fuck you a woman and you don't even know what a woman is? You don't even know how to define a woman. That's confusing. That's confusion, man. Okay. So this land is a confused land. Men wanting to be women, women wanting to be men. Okay. Putting the woman on a pedestal, putting the woman over the man. Okay. These things bring nothing but confusion, man. Okay. So at the end of the day, the Lord got to take this place out. And that's what the Lord is getting ready to do. That's why we're seeing these, these rumors of wars and these, things begin to heat up now. Okay. Because you got to understand, each day that passes is one step closer to the day of the Lord, man. You see, Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. The modern day Chaldeans would be like your so-called Illuminati. Okay. And these secret societies. Salakia. I want to go into this word. I'm just curious to see the definition for Chaldeans. As a matter of fact, let's try this. Let's see. Yeah, so it says, so I typed in what were the Chaldeans known for. It says they were known for revitalizing the city, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It says they were also prominent astronomers and astrologers. Another famous occurrence was the Babylonian captivity. So, yeah, like your soothsayers. So pretty much when it goes into the astronomers, astrologers, these are like your modern day witches and warlocks, man. Your modern day fortune tellers or soothsayers. Okay. So that's so that'll be like your so-called cabal. Let's look that word up. How do you spell it? Yeah, so that'll be like your modern day cabal. It says a secret political clique or faction. Yeah. A cabal is a secret plot or a small group of people who create such a plot. Yeah, your so-called elites. So the Chaldeans would be your so-called elites, your so-called Illuminati, your witches, all of them are pretty much witches and warlocks, man. Doing all of these satanic rituals and sacrifices. Okay. Now let's go back to Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. All right, being the point right here. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. So when you look at this war that's going on between Israel and Hamas, Israel is the one that started it. Yeah, they try to say, oh, Hamas is the ones that started it or whatever. But we understand that Hamas is backed by the CIA, right? They were created by the so-called government or whatever, man. Okay, we understand that. And this has always been Esau's MO. He uses the same playbook. He's a one-trick pony. Okay? So they needed a reason to pretty much genocide the Palestinians. And don't get it twisted. We don't give a shit about no goddamn Palestinians or no fucking heathens either, man. Okay? But at the end of the day, we understand that the reason why Esau is doing these things is because he's the devil. When you read Revelation 6 and 4, it goes into how Esau, Edom, was created to take peace from the earth, man. Power was given unto this devil via the blessing. When you go into Genesis, the 27th chapter, right? He was blessed with the sword. Okay, so power was given to this devil to take peace from the earth, man. Okay? So it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Okay? So going back into the article. So it says the strikes have added to concerns about the escalation of a conflict that has spread through the Middle East since the Palestinian militant group Hamas and Israel went to war, which that's not a war. Hamas is just some little group of rebels, right? We understand that were created, by the CIA. But Israel, they actually have a well-organized military. So if they really wanted to obliterate the so-called Hamas militant group, they could have done it with ease, man. Israel has a sophisticated military, man. So that's not a war. That's pretty much more of a conflict. You see, it says with Iran's allies also entering the fray from Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq. President JB said the United States has sent a private message to Iran about the Houthi attacks. He did not elaborate, telling reporters, "We delivered it privately, and we're confident we're well prepared." The latest strike, which the U.S. said hit a radar site, came a day after dozens of American and British strikes on Houthi facilities in Yemen. The new strike will have a firm, strong, and effective response, Houthi spokesperson Nasruddin Amir told Al Jazeera, adding there had been no injuries nor material damages. Mohammed Abdul Salam, another Houthi spokesperson, told Reuters the strikes, including the one overnight that hit a military base in Sana'a, had no significant impact on the group's ability to prevent Israel-affiliated vessels from passing through the Red Sea and Arabian Sea. The Pentagon said on Friday the U.S.-British strikes had good effects. Hans Grundberg, UN Special Envoy for Yemen, called on Saturday for maximum restraint by all involved and warned of an increasingly precarious situation in the region. So this thing is heating up, man. The Houthis say their maritime campaign aims to support Palestinians under Israeli siege and attack in Gaza, which is ruled by the Iran-backed Hamas. Many of the vessels they have attacked had no known connection to Israel. The group, which controls Sana'a and much of the west and north of Yemen, has also fired drones and missiles up the Red Sea at Israel itself. The guided missile destroyer Carney used Tomahawk missiles in the follow-on strike early on Saturday local time to degrade the Houthis' ability to attack maritime vessels, including commercial vessels, U.S. Central Command said in a statement on X. In Sana'a, government employee Mohammed Sameh said the attacks were an act of brutal aggression and marked a new stage of a war Yemen has endured for 10 years. So yeah, man, this thing is really, really heating up, man. You see? And this is just the prophecies getting closer to being fulfilled, man. Right? Habakkuk or Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch. Now, see, this is why the Lord has his prophets out on the highways and byways right now, man. It's giving you people warning of what's about to take place. Now, we understand, first and foremost, Lord willing, I'm a prophet of Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord willing, I'm of the elect. Now, we understand that everybody ain't going to listen to this truth, right? We understand that only the elect is going to really listen to this truth and take it serious and hearken. Okay. But we still got to go out there anyways, because the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to be justified when he brings this destruction. Okay. And the people that get caught up in the destruction, they're not going to be able to say they didn't hear this word or that they didn't know, because everybody knows about the Hebrew Israelites, man, regardless of people trying to act stupid. Everybody knows about the Hebrew Israelites, and everybody knows what we teach. Now, of course, you got these other Israelite camps that don't really go into prophecy. They're pretty much on some bullshit. But at the end of the day, they're still speaking about the majority of them. They're still speaking about the 12 tribes of Israel. And you got some groups that may be well known than Great Millstone that may go into the prophecies a little bit. But at the end of the day, everybody knows about Great Millstone as well, man. Okay? Regardless of people trying to act crazy or whatever. And they know when it comes to Great Millstone, right? Of course, beginning with our apostles and elders, they understand that we do not add or take away from the scriptures. We give you this truth 100% straight up, man. Okay? We're going to let you know all of the perilous times that's coming to this place. So when the Lord actually brings this thing into full effect, you people ain't going to have any excuse, man. So the Lord has his prophets out here giving you people warning. That's why it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh shall answer me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And what is the vision? Let's go to Matthew 24. This is the vision. This is a part of it. For many, Matthew 24, I'm going to start at verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. So you got a lot of people, a lot of false prophets out here, man, that's deceiving the people. Okay? And now you're seeing even more of an influx of false prophets. This is signs that Yahushua is on his way, that Yahushua is near. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's what I'm going into right now. This is a rumor of war. Well, this is actually wars and rumors of wars, because they're calling this a so-called war between Israel and Hamas, which really is not a war. But we're at the beginning stages of World War III, man. Now, of course, World War III ain't going to come into full effect until the MOTB is implemented, man. And it could be simultaneous as far as it could be a so-called false flag. They can blame it on one of these, groups, so-called terrorist groups, Hamas or the Houthis or whoever, and that could lead to the economy collapsing. Then they bring in martial law. Then they say, oh, everybody got to get the C-HIP, So we're right here. We're right here on the doorsteps, man, of all hell breaking loose and these prophecies being fulfilled. But this is a rumor of war. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So these things got to happen in order for us to get the fuck out of here, man. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see that? So that's the vision. That's a part of it. What else is a part of the vision? Yahushua returning and delivering the elect. Okay? And then the crowning, the ceremony, the crowning ceremony of the elect. And then the 144,000 coming off of the chariot, coming off the fathership. Okay, all of this is the vision, man. This is what the Lord of the Bible is all about. And that's why a lot of people don't want to go into the scripture. That's why a lot of people don't want to go into the Bible. Okay? They get mad when we bring out this truth because it goes against what they've been taught. It goes against their beliefs. You see? They suffer from, what is that? A lot of these people, they suffer from cognitive dissonance. Let's look that up real quick. So cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance happens when you hold two conflicting thoughts in your mind at the same time. Now that's not what I'm looking for. Because really I'm looking for, I thought it was a definition of when someone who believes in something goes against their beliefs. Let's go right here into Wikipedia. In the field of psychology, cognitive dissonance is the perception of contradictory information. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for, right? Something that contradicts your beliefs. See, this truth of Yahweh Shema Shah, the 100% truth of the Bible, it contradicts. It's a conflict to what these people have been taught when it comes to the Lord of the Bible. See, these people, these modern day Christians, right? They've been taught that, the Lord, first and foremost, they've been taught that his name is Jesus, which that's not his name. His name is Yahweh Shai. They've been taught that he's a so-called white man, with that's all about love and you can do whatever and anybody can be delivered. That's all bullshit. You see, and that's why these people, and see, that's where the conflict comes in at, right? The Lord is not all love. The Lord is only dealing with his people, the Israelites. Okay. Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay. The Lord made a covenant. He gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to the Israelites. Right. And that's not all nations. You see? So that's why a lot of people, they get mad because this truth goes against what goes against their beliefs, and they refuse to believe it, right? Because they understand that if they actually, if they actually knew what we're saying is the truth, they understand that a lot of people are going to be in trouble. Their whole purpose of life is going to change. They're not going to. It's a whole lot that goes with that, man. So that's why these people refuse to believe in this truth. But see, the more and more time goes past, this truth is going to be made more and more evident. You see, the Lord is going to further prove that this truth, that what we're teaching is the truth, man. Regardless of what these people think, man. So it says in the field of psychology, cognitive dissonance is the perception of contradictory information and the mental toll of it. Relevant items of information include a person's actions, feelings, ideas, beliefs, values, and things in the environment. Cognitive dissonance is typically experienced as a psychological stress. Yeah, man. So this truth is stressing people out. Just ask Vocab Malone, man. He's stressed out. Look at all the weight he's picking up, man. And he's always got the Hebrew Israelites in his mouth, right? We're living in this nigga's head rent free, man. You see, you can tell he's stressed out. It says cognitive dissonance is typically experienced as psychological stress when persons participate in an action that goes against one or more of those things. When something goes against what they've been taught, their beliefs. According to this theory, when two actions or ideas are not psychologically consistent with each other, people do all in their power to change them until they become consistent. Yeah, universalism. The Lord ain't dealing with no universalism, man. Right? And I'm going to bring that definition up next. It says the discomfort is triggered by the person's belief clashing with new information perceived. You see? Hey, new information, man, this new song. Okay? Wherein the individual tries to find a way to resolve the contradiction to reduce their discomfort. You see that? Now let's go into universalism, and I'm gonna put a scripture, and that's gonna be it. Now you go into universalism. Universalism is the philosophical and theological concept that some ideas have universal application or applicability. A belief in one fundamental truth is another important tenet in universalism. They beating around the bush. Let's get right to the point. Christian universalism refers to the idea that every human will eventually receive salvation in a religious or spiritual sense. But that goes against the scriptures. Not every human, right, is not made to receive salvation. Only the Israelites. If it's a seed line thing. If your seed line goes back to being a Hebrew Israelite, regardless of how you look, if your seed line goes back to being a Hebrew Israelite, then yes, you can be delivered. But if your seed line does not go back to being a Hebrew Israelite and it goes into one of these other nations, then you're not going to be delivered. You're going to go into slavery. And if your seed line goes back to being the wicked Esau Edomite, not only are you going to go into slavery, you're going to receive no mercy. And at the end of a 1,000-year period, you're going to be completely eradicated, man. You see? So, yeah, man. The Lord ain't dealing with no fucking universalism. So it says, and the Lord Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end of what? Esau Edom's rulership, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, it took a while, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem El-Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. And until next time, I want to say Shalom. And that's the spirit. 1144. Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem El-Shai Ratazah. Shalom.